Who knows what really happens when a video game starts to glitch?
Nickelodeon, over the many years of its existence, has produced many cartoons. However, some of these cartoons were never really given the chance they deserve. Now, you can name almost every cartoon produced by Nick during its prime, with very few exceptions. Although, over the many years, you may have watched less and less Nickelodeon, due to the fact that they kill off most shows early on, with less than 2 seasons at most. And today, we're going to be talking about one of those shows, Glitch Techs, which aired on Netflix. For those who don't know, Glitch Techs is a show about teens secretly dealing with glitches in the real world, ensuring nothing gets destroyed and no one is the wiser. The show was created by Eric Rubbles, who also created Fanboy and Chum Chum, and also Dan Milano. Like I mentioned, the series revolves around mainly 2 teens named Miko and Fives. Miko Kubota is an all-around gamer who can pretty much pick up any game and be excellent at it. She can have trouble focusing though, especially when going through a tutorial.
That's it! Abort mission! Abort!
She can always be counted on though when needed the most. Meanwhile, Hector Nieves, aka High Five or just Fives, is a caring individual who loves diving deep into games, understanding how they work, and tends to approach problems with a logical explanation. At times, he can feel like he's under a lot of pressure, but comes out stronger every time with the help of his friends.
I just wanted you guys to respect me like you respect Mitch. But the truth is, I'm nothing like him.
Together, they become the newest Glitch Techs for Hinobi, a giant tech company that makes massively popular games. These games, however, sometimes come with problems, and that's where the Glitch Techs come in, to save the day and repair the status quo. But it's not just Miko and Fives, there are also other members of the Hinobi Corp as well. For example, there's their boss, Phil, who manages the branch they work at. At times, he can come off as pretty lazy, but he does know what he's talking about, and he does know how to take care of glitches gone wrong. He often helps his employees when they're in a bind, and seems to know more than he lets on about the company's higher-ups. Phil is often unsure of the company's intentions, and keeps an archive of his findings inside his trusty robot, Bit, whom he's had since he was a young glitch tech. Together, they research potential conspiracies happening within the company. Other characters include Mitch Williams, a high-ranking gamer and veteran glitch tech who's very cocky about his gaming skills. He often uses his tech to take advantage of others and steals work from fellow glitch techs. However, throughout the show, we see that there's more to Mitch than what he presents himself on the surface. One episode takes a deep dive into his family life, showing who he was before becoming a glitch tech, and what kind of person he is deep down.
This is your room, Mitch?
Yeah, used to be. Moved out a year ago to focus on work. Now I mostly just come by to check on the family.
There's also Zara, who acts cool around everyone but can also show her sarcasm at times. As a glitch tech, she mainly plays the role of support, and is one of the more experienced techs they can count on. She also seems to like Fives a lot, and trusts his leadership skills. Then there's Hanish, who grew up as a pro gamer prodigy, but left esports to become a glitch tech. He's very much a team player and gives support wherever he can. As a glitch tech, he tends to be laid back, but always works hard in a serious situation. Nix is an often forgotten character who even gets delegated as someone they forget works with his fellow glitch techs. He was originally hired based on his completionist approach to his achievements, and tends to get along with his co-workers whenever they work together. Bergie, on the other hand, is a more cautious glitch tech who likes to take the safe route. He enjoys life better in role-playing games and participating in community forums, even though he can be one to avoid harsh situations. He always springs into action when his friends are in danger. Lastly, there's Ridley, a character introduced in the 2nd season. She's more introverted and tends to focus on modding rather than interacting with other people. She often mods glitches herself and befriends them, unlike everyone else who wants to get rid of them, which causes conflict among the main characters. Throughout the series, they all grow together to become not only better glitch techs, but also people who like to help one another. They gather new gear, upgrades, and take down bigger and stronger glitches, all the while making references to many classic video games like Final Fantasy, Pong, Castlevania, and other arcade and non-arcade titles. The show is essentially a love letter to gaming and more. All this leads to a season 2 finale that ends on a cliffhanger, just when the show was really getting great and finding its footing. Contrary to popular belief, the show hasn't been cancelled, but it hasn't been renewed either, leaving it in an indefinite hiatus, at least according to the show's creators. This is most likely due to the fact that the show couldn't gain enough viewership when it was first premiered on Netflix back in 2020. I can't seem to find any specific numbers, but according to Cartoon Base, the show was viewed for 9.3 million hours in the first half of 2024. It's a shame, because there was a planned third season, fully storyboarded and ready to be animated. All they needed was the green light from Nickelodeon, but they never got it. Now, 10 abandoned episodes are just sitting there. Episodes that could have made the show stand out even more than it already has. While we don't have many details about the season as a whole, we do have the names of each episode that would have aired. Food Feud, possibly a cooking-themed parody of Family Feud. Polybius, likely a nod to the gaming myth Polybius, where players become addicted to a game. Affection Game could be exploring the relationship between Fives and Zara, or the platonic bond between Miko and Fives. Return to Castlestein, a sequel to the Season 1 episode Castle Crawl. Tower Defensive, a possible tower defense style episode where the Glitch Techs defend the Hinobi shop maybe? Avatar The Last Glitch Tech, potentially a crossover or homage to Avatar The Last Airbender. Mobs and Minions, possibly a reference to a game or a new type of glitch. Fives Gauntlet, likely about Fives Gauntlet malfunctioning and needing an upgrade of sorts. Glitchy Mutant Ninja Turtles, a potential crossover with the Rise of the TMNT Turtles. And Bit 2.0, a sequel to the Bit Prime episode, likely expanding on the conspiracy of Hinobi's mind-wiping practices. Once again, it's extremely unfortunate that this new show wasn't able to get at least a third season, or if not, more. All those episodes sounded great, and likely awesome ways to expand the world of the show. I think it's safe to say that not many people watched this show, which is why more seasons didn't happen, as well as the cartoon community not knowing about it, as well as other shows at the time. You'd think being on Netflix would give it the audience it deserves, but its niche appeal and lack of advertising from Nickelodeon, like most of their shows, set up for failure. Supposedly, the show could be making its way to Paramount Plus, but it's yet to happen, so who knows how true that could be. The one thing we can always do for this show and others like it is to keep watching it, spread the word, and in this day and age, where a show can come back a decade later, hope that Glitch Techs can come back too. We need to show Netflix and Nickelodeon that we want more Glitch Techs, and hope that one day the show will get the episodes it deserves. If you have watched Glitch Techs already, what do you think of the show as a whole? If you haven't seen the show yet, will you give it a look now? Do you all hope for more Glitch Techs? I sure do. Thanks for watching, and happy 5-year anniversary to Glitch Techs.